Hold on.
Set, go.
Action. Okay.
Pressure
All right,
check.
so oxygen tubing, pressure reducing valve, righty tighty, lefty loosey, turn that on. Oxygen tubing to our flow meter can be bypassed with a quick flush valve. We go to our vaporizer. From the vaporizer, it goes into the reservoir bag. Then the inhalation valve. Through the inhalation valve is the negative pressure relief valve. That's the safety device that opens if there's negative pressure within the system. Then we go to our inspiratory tubing, Y tube, endotracheal tube, back through our humid valve, Y tubing again, expiratory tube, viral filter, or pathogen filter, I should say. And then you can go one of two ways because it's a rebreather system. So it can either drop through the expiratory valve into the soda lime canister or CO2 absorber for recirculation, or it can go up to our scavenger system and go down our scavenger tubing to our charcoal canister. The pop-off valve is on the expiratory side. It's a screw valve, so you screw it down to close the system and administer breaths to your patient or to pressure check.
Always open it.
Always open it up.
Always leave your hand on it whenever you're opening or closing it.
Please do not forget that part. Lungs explode if you don't.
Not good.
It's always open
And
during
that's
surgery.
Yes.
automatic major mark. Just saying.
Soda lime canister also needs to be changed periodically. There's a piece of tape on the back. You have to add up how many minutes are on here, and 8 hours is when we change it.
So you guys need to keep track of both anesthesia machines, how long the patient was out here on this machine, and how long the patient was in there on that machine. You need to break it down for both machines.
So usually you guys put like a piece of paper out here and kind of keep track. Put a little star when you go in the room or something.
And you've got your start and stop time on the bottom of your anesthetic record. So start when you're out here, and then you stop during your movement, and then you start again in there, and then stop. So you can use that as your time recording as well for it.
All right, pressure checking your machine, okay? Turn on your, after you get everything hooked up, you're gonna turn on your oxygen. You can turn on your flow meter to see that it's running. You need to cover the end of your tubing with your thumb or your palm, so make sure nothing's getting out into the air. You need to close your pop-off valve. And then you push your quick flush valve to inflate. And it should maintain on the pressure manometer at 20 centimeters of water. Okay? If it's not, there's a leak. Typically you can hear it. And most likely the leaks are occurring with plastic items. So the reservoir bag, wide tubing, something like that, they crack. Okay, we see that it's holding at 20. So you open your pop-off valve.
Don't let go of the thumb because that'll push the air out into the room.
And then you pull the end of your reservoir bag there to empty it. That pushes all the air that came into the system back into the scavenger, not into the room, and then open. Okay?
When you use this little knob, make sure that when you close it so the ball hits the bottom. You don't tighten it. If you tighten it, you'll break the system inside. So please just drop the ball to the bottom.
As soon as it hits the bottom, just stop.
Yep.
Let it go.